Born in Iraq and then served in the U.S. military helping fight terrorism, has insight into the recent attacks at home and abroad. He now calls Kerry home. He's written a book about his life and is working on a documentary. Amanda Lamb spoke with him and joins us now with his compelling story. Amanda?
Deborah, Hamody Jasim was a counter-terrorist, an undercover operative for the American military who helped prevent terrorist attacks on soldiers he was working with in Iraq. But now he believes the war is no longer just in the Middle East. It's right here at home. As a young Iraqi soldier, Hamody Jasim always knew whose side he was on.
So in 2005, I was recruited by the U.S. intelligence to identify and locate members of al-Qaeda and the Islamic State within the building.
Jasim worked in the Iraqi Ministry of Defense. His inside knowledge of terrorism helped the U.S. prevent numerous terrorist acts, including the planned kidnapping of a high-ranking officer.
We were able to prevent the kidnapping and get the American officer out before they got into him.
Now Jasim is watching violence in the name of ISIS unfold around the world.
If someone's radicalized with the Islamic State or inspired by them, they're like a ticking bomb.
Jasim believes most people who commit acts of terrorism are acting alone and are simply inspired by ISIS propaganda.
The goals of ISIS today is to get to people like that and brainwash them and get to turn them into become a weapon against the public. You never know when they're going to blow up. You never know what they're going to do.
Jasim says there's no evidence the Orlando shooter was actually connected to ISIS. He believes the only way to combat this type of terrorism is to take seriously what people say publicly and online and watch them closely.
This is another dangerous situation because you don't know how many people are like him out there. And the only way you can fight these kind of ideologies is actually education. If they can get their ideology into the United States, they don't have to get their troops here.
Hamody believes anyone who has ever been on an FBI watch list needs to be monitored very closely. His book, The Terrorist Whisperer, documents his experiences working with the U.S. military in Iraq. His documentary is due out next year. Deborah?
Well, sounds like a great read. Amanda Lamb at our newsroom. Thank you.